Welcome back to Dr. Shaurav's classes, everyone. And today we are discussing a fundamental control system question from the Engineering Services Examination 2026, Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering Paper 1. And the Engineering Services Examination conducted by UPSC is one of the most prestigious engineering examinations in India. And along with the numerical problems, UPSC frequently asks the short theoretical questions to check whether the candidates understand the basic language of the control systems. And today's question may look simple, but it forms the foundation of almost every topic in the control engineering, like transfer functions, time response, frequently response, and stability, and the state space analysis all begin with the concepts of the signal and systems. Okay, so before defining anything, let's first understand the philosophy behind the control systems. Every control system has three basic parts: input, system, output. And everything we study in the control system revolves around these three words. So suppose you press the accelerator of a car. Your foot movement is the input, the engine and the transmission are the system, and the increase in the vehicle speed is the output. You can say like that. Okay. So this simple idea explains almost every engineering system. Now, a signal is a physical quantity that varies with one or more independent variables, usually time, and this carries the information. So mathematically, xt represents the continuous time signal. Examples include like voltage, current, temperature, pressure, speed, position. And in the control system, the signal is usually the quantity that is applied to or produced by a system. So remember this, a signal carries information. This tells the system what needs to be done, and without signals, a control system has nothing to process. Okay. Now, what is a system? A system is a physical device or mathematical model that accepts an input signal, processes it according to a defined rule, and produces an output signal. Okay. So YT, this is TXT. Okay, where xt is the input signal, t is the system, and yt is the output signal. So thus the system transforms one signal into another. Okay. Now, I'm giving you an interesting way to remember this difference. Imagine a coffee machine. Okay, coffee powder plus water, that is the input signal. Coffee machine is the system, and hot coffee is the output signal. And the machine does not create coffee from nothing. It simply transforms the input into the desired output. So similarly, a control system transforms input signals into the output responses. Okay, now let's understand the most important terms in today's question: excitation. The signal applied to a system is called the excitation or input. For example, like step input, RAM input, impulse input, sinusoidal input. Okay, and the output produced due to the excitation is called the response. For example, like motor speed, position of a robotic arm, temperature rise, and voltage across a capacitor. Okay, so let's consider a DC motor. Okay, suppose we apply voltage of 12 volt to the motor, and here applied voltage is the excitation, and the motor starts rotating and its speed gradually increases. So motor speed is the response. So excitation is 12V, and system is the DC motor, and response is the motor speed. So this is exactly what the examiner wants. Okay. Now, every response has two parts. Transit response: immediately after applying the input, the output changes rapidly, and this short duration behavior is called the transient response. And what about the steady state response? After the sufficient time, the output settles to its final value, and this is called the steady state response. And almost every control system chapter studies these two responses. Okay. Now think about an electric heater. You switch it on, and the switch action is the excitation, and the heater gradually becomes hot. So the rise in the temperature is the response. So simply, every engineering system behaves exactly like this. Okay. Now, always remember the definition. Signal is a quantity carrying information. System is a device that processes the signal. Excitation is the input applied to the system, and response is the output produced by the system. Okay. Now, signal is a time-varying physical quantity that carries the information and acts as the input of a or a output of a system. Okay, and a system is a physical device or mathematical model that accepts an input signal, processes it, and produces an output signal according to the specified relationship. And the input signal applied to a system is called the excitation, and the output produced by the system due to the excitation is called the response. Okay, so consider a DC motor. Applied armature voltage means the excitation, that is the input, and DC motor is the system, and motor speed is the response, that is the output. Okay, so students, today's topic may seem elementary, but it is actually the language of a control system. So whether you study transfer functions, space analysis, stability or frequency response, every concept begins with a signal entering a system and producing a response. So if you build a strong understanding of these fundamentals, every advanced topic in the control engineering becomes much easier to understand. And in ESE, mastering the basics is often the key to solving even the toughest questions. So remember that very well. Okay, so this was all about I have to say for this question. So see you in the next session with a new question, guys. Till then, bye bye.